It's shit like this that was able to gaslight me into staying in an abusive relationship for 2 years longer than I should have, because my ex would do this. He would lump two very different things together. Anytime I was quiet, it didn't matter why, I was stonewalling him. Now, any logical person knows that ignoring and stonewalling are not the same thing. Neither is boundaries, or the silent treatment, or gray rocking, or jade. They're all very different things because the intent behind them are different. Just because they feel the same to the receiver, it does not make them the same. That's emotional reasoning and a cognitive distortion. Abusive behavior lies in intent. And let's be real, abusers do know this. Because when you're quiet for 15 minutes, it's the silent treatment. And when they're quiet for 3 days, it's a boundary. But this is what I don't get. Simply ignoring someone isn't abuse. There are many reasons in which people decide to ignore someone, and they're not all the same. So a blanket statement like this is incorrect because it lives in distortions. And here's the thing, if you genuinely value autonomy and personal agency, you can accept that people are allowed to decide for themselves if they want to speak to you or not. Here's an example. I texted someone 2 weeks ago. They just got back to me 2 days ago. Was their response important to me? Absolutely. Was I anxious about it? You bet I was. Did I tell people they were ghosting me, ignoring me, and stonewalling me? No, because I'm not entitled to a response just because I sent a message. Is it considerate to respond? Absolutely. But they weren't doing anything to me. Their behavior wasn't about me. Their behavior was about them. Yes, there are people who use silence to manipulate. Yes, the silent treatment is labeled a control tactic. And I have lived it. I have felt it when somebody is intending to give you silence to punish you. It sucks. But I learned it only bothers you if you allow it to bother you. If you are relying on someone else to manage your emotions, and if you haven't learned how to detach from your emotional experience. And I get that a lot of people don't know how to do this. A lot of people live with an external locus of control. And because of that, they rely on other people to make them feel good and get dysregulated when they don't. I promise you, you don't have to live like that. The reason it feels different, their silence and your silence, is because it is different. And you want to watch out for people who try to lump all the silences together. Having healthy boundaries and deciding what is best for you is not abusive. Maintaining your autonomy and your personal agency is not abusive.